Right, so I've just completed a like 3 day, excuse me, baccarat marathon. So I'm thinking that a little a shoe or two of blackjack would make a pleasant change. And I have to say that as much as I complain about King John Sirasani, the greatest blackjack player who ever walked the earth, um, he's done me a favor in a sense because he's kind of renewed my determination to help as many people as I can to understand the best way to bet blackjack. And I use the distinction between bet and play here. Play is common sense, basic strategy. Don't break away from it. Don't ignore it. Don't pretend that, like Dana White famously said in one of his many, many, many self-promoting interviews, well, when it's not going your way, you've got to throw the kitchen sink at them and double down when you're not supposed to and split when you're not supposed to and hit when you're not supposed to and stand, blah, blah, blah. What a load of utter BS. Next thing I expect is that he and Sirasani will be sitting down together to play very bad blackjack and set a very bad example. Anyway, I'm going to try and set a good example and hope that I don't get moided by this shoe. And I have no idea what's coming, honestly, ever. What do you mean standing is not the best? Up your bloody foodie doodle. I forgot to turn off the worn-on strategy error thing up there, so what a load of nonsense. What the hell was that? So we're looking at 1-2 now, aren't we? There we go. All right, back to the min. Back to the min. Very, very, very important. Of course, not losing is a good plan. Oh, good. And now we're going to do that again, haven't we? Yeah, we do. Oh, look at that. Very tidy. Okay, didn't make much on that one, but it was within the rules. Double for the top. Push. See, too much baccarat. What did I just do? Oh, it's +1, isn't it? Oh, I like this. More, please. Oh, that was clever. Okay, we've got to repeat that one then. And now we're on 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's known as jammy. But it happens. We all know that. And anybody who's played this game for 5 minutes or more knows that. And look at that jammy thing up there that just happened. Double for the push. I think that's a repeat, isn't it? That's a split. Oh, gold. This could be costly. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's not looking good, is it? Oh, it's looking better now. I thought it was going to be one of those where you go, oops. Double for the push. +1. 1, 2. I'll take it. Back to the min. Double. Oops. Was no need to really rub it in like that. That was just rude. 51. 2-3. 5-6. Long grass is waving. All right, 11-6, drop to 3. 8-6. That's a shame. 14-12, so I think we'll call that 3-3 in 500s. That worked out well. And okay, so we had 6,000 on the table there to rescue a kitty, a chip pile of 1,500. I consider that to be a very good arrangement. We lent the dealer a little bit of money for like 2 minutes, and then we got it back with very good interest. That's good business, and this is a business. Let's not ever forget that. We're not in this for fun. We're in it for money. Oh, 1-2. Owie. 3-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. 7-8. Oh, that's good. That was good. I like that. More like that, please. Double for the loss. One, 2. Well, that worked out too, didn't it? Not too shabby, really. We're at 7 minutes. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Ooh, 3, 4. That's good timing. All right. Back to the min. Always go back to the minimum. +1. +1. Ooh, that was tidy. Plus another one. Plus another one. Repeat it. Chase it. Oh, that worked out. All right. We're moving up. Let's hope it stays that way. Uh-huh. 51. 2, 3. That was a lucky one. I wasn't expecting a win there. Down 3. Double for the loss. Repeat. Oops. Right. Back to the min. Ooh. Fight and talk. Repeat. Back to the min. I think we're close to the end of this one, aren't we? Oh, that was extremely jammy. All right, screenshot. All right, we're out of this. what did we do? In 10 minutes, we made 3,287. And I have to say, folks out there, uh, there's not too many of you paying any attention at all to what I'm doing. And it's not surprising because most of the people who tune into the Sirisanis and the Vegas Matts and the Dana Whites and the Steve Will Do It's and all the rest of it are basically aching to gamble and lose all their money, but for whatever reason are prevented from doing so, and so get their jollies from watching other people betting stupidly, recklessly, dangerously, idiotically, badly. And that's what all the professional losers on YouTube do, and they do it because it's their job. Basically, they are representing the casino business, and the casinos want us all to be stupid. They reckon we're stupid anyway because their reasoning, and I think it's perfectly logical, is to say that anybody who sits down at one of those biased negative expectation table games, i.e. blackjack, baccarat, roulette or craps, with a stupidly small bankroll and a narrow betting spread, is stupid. And they of course are absolutely right. It is stupid. And betting flat, betting randomly is stupid. You watch people like DJ Dolt and Vegas Matt and all the others, Bluff and Bob and all of them, and the only time they make money at these games is when they win more bets than they lose. And that's no use. It's no use at all. You're not going to do that very often. It will happen, but it won't happen very often. So, they're peddling stupidity because it's what the casinos expect from us and demand from us, and certainly demand from their shills, their performing seals, the professional losers on YouTube, the bad influences, sinfluencers, call them whatever the hell you like, but they are certainly not what they pretend to be, which is genuine gamblers who, to use the Vegas Matt phrase, my gambling is as real as it gets. What utter bollocks. Anyway, next time. All right. So there I was, chattering away to the screen recorder and saying, "Yeah, well, I just thought I'd try another one because the last one was a bit too easy." Blah 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 blah. Rabbit, 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 and talking about how I'd taken a break to have a hamburger and a pint. That's because I never touch beer when I'm playing for real money in a real casino, or even for real money in a not real casino. If I'm playing online, never touch a drop. Never have, never will. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, these people, Sirasani and so on, with their dirty martinis and their Negronis and their this, that, and the others. I mean, how stupid is that? It's exactly what the casinos want, is to make somebody who was stupid when they sat down even more stupid as the session wears on. It's just it's beyond understanding. But anyway, anywho, I'm going to throw this away now. I just wanted to provide a link between the two sessions. So I'm going to chuck this away and be right back with a clean shoe. Yes, the one thing this is a bit of a pain is I have to fight sometimes with this thing because it's sort of like it slips up and down just like a millimeter or whatever. But because I'm a phobic, whatever, I don't know what I am, ACDC, no, not AC. Well, I don't hate the idea of ACDC actually, but what I'm talking about is ADHD. Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, that was good. +1. Yeah, it slips around this thing, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, really. But oh well, that's a repeater. Ah, it looks like a buster. 1, 2. All right, back to the bit minimum. Very, very important. Double for the loss. Double down. That's definitely back to the min. If you get a double, don't be greedy. count that as, the repeat. That's the trick. Double for the loss. Don't like this against anything over a hoodly doodle. Oh, bonus. That was a surprise. Okay, was that a +1? Don't know. Don't remember. It looks like that should be a +1. That was a freaky one, a sneaky one, a rude one. Plus max. Wow, love it. Repeat it. I don't go higher than that. Oh! Okay, that's got to be chased. Because we only had one. Okay, that's 3-4. I don't believe that. Oh dear, what a waste. What a waste. All right, we got it in the end. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Oh, double for the push. Double down. Oh, it's getting better and better. Okay, so we call that. Back to the min. Split those pups. Double down. Stand. Owie. Okay, I think we made one there, so +1. That was a bit lucky, wasn't it? But a bit lucky is what happens in this game all the time, and in Baccarat too, of course. Any game. Just when the tide is with you, it's good. 12 against a 3. Yeah. Damn it. That didn't work out so well. Okay, so that's 2-3 now. 5-6. That worked. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. Ick. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, repeat. All right, back to the minimum. Nice one. I keep wanting to say nice one, Vicar. Owie. Is that 1-2? No, I think it might be 2-3. 5-6. Long grass. Ooh, nice. Back to the min. If you bet randomly or flat, you're going to miss the impact of plus streaks. And mean streaks, obviously, you're going to back away from eventually. You're going to sort of like save yourself a bit of grief. And you've obviously also got the gag option, the get up and go option. And, you've got a lot going for you. You're in charge, not the bloody casinos, And don't let them tell you how much you can bet. When you hit a table limit that says you can't make the next bet because it would be too high, just get out of there. Go somewhere where you can make your bet, even if you have to wait a few hours or cross town or whatever. That's a double, I think. And where are we at now? +1. And +1. Oh, that was a jammy one. Plus another one. Double for the push. What was that? What? Okay, repeat that. Splitsky. Yeah. That's not good. So we didn't stay lucky for long, did we? Look at that. So that's 4-5. I think it's 4-5. I think that's right. Oh dear. 9-10. Ha! If you do this business of pulling back all the time, the way that Sirasani and others do, just sort of like, and then wanking your way through a plus streak, 7 or 8 wins in a row, betting the same every time. It's just insane. But it's what the casinos want, so they must be getting paid for this shit, or at least what they've been instructed. I mean, they can't surely be that stupid off the bat. I mean, oh well, who knows? Double for the tie, push. That was a jammy. +1. And I am in favour of jammies. Like that. That's another +1. Plus max. I only go to 5 units on a winning streak. Sorry, on a win progression, starting with 25, then 50, then 75, then 100, then 125. I won't go above 5 units because I'm not greedy. Bugger. Okay, so we just repeat that one now. All right, so now we're on 3-4. All right, we got that one sorted. We don't have too many left unless it turns sour on us. +1. Oh, 51. So mean. 2-3. Oh. 5-6. It's probably going to be the last, isn't it? Look at that, 11-6. So now we've got to roll on to another shoe. 11-6, drop to 3. Oh dear. 14-6. Is it going to be like this 26 now? I shouldn't have said that about we're close to the end, should I? 26, 23-6. All right, 26. I don't much like the sound of that, so I'm going to call it 2-1 in thousands. Okay, 3-2. Going to run away in a minute. Ouch. 5-6 is the bet, and then we will run away. Look at that. All right, so we had 11,000 in play right at the end there. 12 minutes plus 3,650. All right, so 11,000 to ransom, protect, recover, whatever you want to call it, 3,650. And again, I think that that's a very reasonable deal. We lent the house, we lent the dealer a few thousand, and got it all back, plus a very decent interest payment. And it is a business. I keep saying this. I know it gets boring. I know, can't help it. There's nothing more boring than the message that the bad influencers, the professional losers, keep putting out, which is losing is fun. Play like a prat. Blow all your money, and then tell everybody you've had a wonderful time. I mean, there were these four guys I watched once. They lost 105,000 in about 30 minutes. And then they all stood and they looked at each other and said, "Yeah, but we had fun, didn't we?" What a load of utter nonsense. Anyway, that's it for now. And I'll catch up with you later. All right, so I'm not exactly sure why, but I tend to do these shoes in threes. And I, after a long, long spell of baccarat, I had two shoes of blackjack yesterday, which turned out to be lucrative as usual. And I just thought I'd do another one. Why not? Plus one. Ouch. 51. 2, 3. 2, 3 it is. All right, that was rather a long one, but we got there. Getting there, that's the main thing. Plus one. 51. 2, 3 again. 5, 6. Oh, that's lovely. I do like them. One pip wins. Boy, oh boy, what the hell happened up there? 6, 7. Gee, blimey. That's a repeat, I guess. And that's a double for the push. And that's good enough. Back to the min. Alexa, stop. Double for the loss. Ouch. Okay. That would be a 2, 3, I think. Oh, I was so proud of that too. 5, 6. What a shame. 5, 6. That's better. All right. Can't beat those. Repeat. 51. 2, 3. Ouch. 5, 6. 11, 6. Drop 2, 3. 8, 6. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was convoluted, wasn't it? Hard work on that one. Okay, back to the min. Repeat it. 51. Oh, ouch. Ouch. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, anybody who thinks that I can manipulate this sim, well, I mean, apart from obviously being brain damaged, um, they're not looking at what happens. All right, this is really hard work, this one, isn't it? I mean, we're ahead for sure, but nothing very much. Being ahead is the most important thing. How much is less important? Excuse me. Oh dear. Well, wasn't that a clever cloggy thing? And that was a jammy one. Yeah, when winnings are this bad, this low. I mean, it's over 1,000, but I mean, when it's this low, I always think obviously I've made a mistake somewhere along the way because it's not supposed to happen like that. All right, back to the min. Oh, what did I do that for? Damn it! And in fact, that was a lucky break because he'd had 18, wouldn't he? But for that stupid mistake. Funny how that works sometimes. +1. +1. Ouch. 1, 2. 3, 4. Ouch. Oh dear. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's awful. 15, 8. Drop to 3. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, 11, 8. So we just got 4.5 back. Ah! I don't believe that one. Well, I do because I've seen them before. 11, 8, 19. Better make it 2, 2. This is the turnaround. Oh! Now that's better. It's what you need, isn't it? So we suddenly jumped nicely. +1. +1. Double for the push. Oh, there we go. 2, 3. Uh-huh. 5, 6. Going to be going on to another shoe, I think. 5, 6. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Back to the min. Double. Ouchie. 51. And that's a repeat, isn't it? Don't answer that. Double down. Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. So 3 in a row, all around 3,000 each. So that's a happy moment. I think I'll do an Excel analysis of these three because I haven't done one of those in a while. But anyway, 9 minutes. There's me complaining about not making enough, and then 3275. It's not bad for 9 minutes, is it? I mean, it wouldn't be enough for the high rollers on YouTube, but for normal people, people who are not performing seals working for the casino industry, it's acceptable, I think. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. All right, then. So here I am with the Excel analysis of the last three blackjack shoes. And I must confess that I have kind of always mixed feelings about shoes that show a player edge in terms of wins minus losses. If there's a plus number in there, then I'm less happy than if pattern betting handily beats a negative number. But, I've got no choice. And contrary to the trolls that occasionally pop up out of their little holes or from under their rocks and saying, yeah, you're manipulating it. I have absolutely no control over either of the sims that I use. And I have to say, by the way, because it comes up every so often, people who believe that sims are not an accurate or fair or useful representation of reality, an actual shoe with actual cards, etc., are always the people who've never tried them. And what I would say to you, if you're one of the people who says, yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything because it was a sim, try it, for goodness sake. There are links to both of them in every description that I put up with these demos. Give it a go. Play the way that you do now, bet the way that you do now, and then let me know how you do. And if possible, do a screen recording. But don't come back to me after placing one bet for 100,000 and saying, yeah, well, I'm 100,000 ahead, much better than you, when you've only placed one bet. What I need to see is at least one whole shoe played out and recorded, preferably with a screen recorder, but I won't call you a liar if you write it all down, pencil and paper. But the screen recorder is definitely the best way to go. And on the first of the latest three, this is the online betting that I did, and not nearly as stressful as it frequently is. It's just one of those wonderful things. I mean, we went to 10,600 was necessary, was at risk, because you take the red number over here, or the red and white number over here, and then you must add the bet to get the actual full exposure. So the full exposure was about 11,000. And at the end of the day, we won 3,600, which I would say is pretty damn good. I'm going to pause for one quick thing. I didn't pause, did I? Sorry about that. I do apologize. What happens here is that Excel, for whatever reason, puts a little sort of tag on things that it thinks are out of place, not matching prior whatever. Oh, look, here's another one. And it's a pain in the ass. What it's saying is, well, that's not the same as whatever. Oh God, look. See, I've forgotten to do it with a whole load of them here. It's not a big deal. It's just irritating to see that little nick there, that little mark. But I'm going to pretend it's not there, okay? I'm going to do my best to pretend it's not there. This is just me and my sort of OCD thing, which is not quite the same as ACDC, which is what I said in the last one of these. And I have great admiration for people who are AC/DC, as Woody Allen said many, many, many years ago, doubles your chance for a date on a Saturday night, which is it's always stuck in my mind. and I think people who can get fun and pleasure and love and laughter on both sides are very fortunate. Um, so, anyway, that has nothing to do with blackjack. We come down to the last one, which was -2 overall. So that's -2.7%. In other words, a house edge against us. And our 3,275 on that one was a 26.3% win of total action. And that's, that is really where the rubber meets the road. What you have to do is bet in such a way that even against a negative AV, by winning more when you win than you lose when you lose, you end up with a high, if possible, and it's not completely within your control. A high plus percentage instead of a niggly low, nasty little house edge. And the third one here, we had an average win over average loss of 176%, 326 over 186. The one above that, 142%, whatever the hell that is, 398 over 280. And the one above that, 162%, plus 225 over -139. And that's how it's done. But the thing is, of course, that the kind of blanket brainwashing that the so-called conventional wisdom, which is actually the casino wisdom, has kind of like it's thrown over the entire social group that's likely to take up gambling, to say these games can't be beaten, so you can only win if you get lucky. It's absolute nonsense. It is absolute bollocks, but people believe it. And so it's very hard for me to get the message across that, what you have to do is win more when you win than you lose when you lose. I have demonstrated thousands of times in hundreds of demos that it's possible to do, and not only possible, but absolutely bloody essential. I almost used a rude word there. It's a no-brainer. It's a complete no-brainer. I will get, every so often I'll get somebody who'll say to me, well, that's ridiculous. I can't bet like that. There's no way that I can put out money like that. For instance, the 11,000 here to win 3,600. Fine. Go to the tables with your inadequate bankroll, your pea shooter against a blunderbuss, and do your best. But you're going to get killed. Maybe not immediately, maybe not tomorrow, but you're going to run into the ground. The wheels are going to come off and you're going to crash and burn, and all the other cliches from Las Vegas or wherever, pretty damn soon. And what you always have to keep in mind is the amount of money that the casinos put out, the amount of money that's in the dealer's tray, which is their firepower compared to your firepower. And if you are naive enough to believe that with $5,000, you can ride through anything that the shoe throws at you and come out a winner at the end of it, then once in a while you're going to be right. Once in a while you're going to be like the blind squirrel and the nut. You're going to get more wins than losses, and you're going to beat them. But if you watch these pro losers, the bad influencers, the sinfluencers on YouTube, and they're all basically shills for the casino business. Watch them. You see them behaving like absolute prats. I mean, just not taking advantage when they should take advantage, not protecting themselves when they should protect themselves, playing like idiots. And it is probably not true that they are actually idiots. What they're doing is they're working to a script. Basically, the casinos don't want them to be showing people how to beat these games, how to kick the dealer's ass. So they have to play like rubes, just in off the coach. Never played blackjack before, never played baccarat before, never done anything before. And then, once in a while, you'll see them pouring scorn on progressive betting and say, well, it's absolutely bloody ridiculous. This never works. And that, again, is per the house script. And it's why I feel that these YouTube gamblers, the pro losers, are basically frauds. They're crooks because they're not at risk. They make so much money from Google, from the cash cow Moogle, that they are bulletproof. They have no worries about losing money at the tables. If you actually like your money, then take a lot of it to these games and learn a really top rank betting strategy, money management methodology, if you like. And I would recommend pattern betting, but certainly there may be something better out there. I haven't found it yet, but there may well be. And have at it, but don't expect to win with a bloody a pea shooter, bloody tiny weeny stupid little sort of like bankroll, because you won't make it. You might get away with it for a little while, but and then of course the thing that's funny is you've got people like Dana White and so on who have enormous bankrolls, huge amounts of money, but they don't use their resources sensibly, because they too are basically under the gun from the casinos and say, you want a video, you want to take videos here, you want to sort of like build your channel and build the size of your checks from Google on YouTube, then you're going to have to follow our rules, and that is, you don't spread wide, you don't use progressive betting, you don't beat us when you lose more bets than you win, which of course is where they're at most of the time. So these are the ones that I like, the sessions that end with a negative. Well, it's not an expectation because it's in the past. It's an actual value. There's EV, which is expected value. The card counters and so on use expected value in a different way, meaning how much can you expect to win? That's not good enough. I don't think that that's accurate. There are all these little sort of like acronyms that they use. NE is negative expectation. I prefer AV because that means that it's past, it's over. It is the actual value. When you take the number of wins, deduct the number of losses, which will usually give you a negative sum, and then divide that percentage, or multiply that percentage rather, by the total action, and you will get what was expected. And that's what you get over here, for instance. The expected outcome from this is minus 340. Boy, these I don't know, these numbers seem to be getting smaller every day. That's minus 2.7% of 12,650 minus, and instead we won 326 over our average loss of 186, 176%, and that got us out of the shit and covered us in Shinola. That's an old-fashioned Las Vegas expression, by the way. You probably know it. Anybody out there as old as I am will know it anyway. How does the expression go? He don't know shit from Shinola, and that's why his shoes don't shine. But anyway, Shinola, whatever. And apparently it's no longer made. It hasn't been made since the 30s, Shinola, but, and I'm not that old. Anyway, going up to the algorithm behaves slightly differently in this against these shoes. What do we get? We got we had a player advantage of 17% in the first lot, which is I don't like it. But we turned that, the algorithm turned that into plus 30%, plus 31%, near enough, player edge. The next one had a player edge, I think, when we got down to the end, of 6.7, which, because we stretched it a bit, we could only turn into 10%. And I'll tell you what, if you can hold 10% of your action, you're doing damn well. But there are people out there who really do believe that they can make a shitload of money on a crap bankroll. What can I do about that? Absolutely nothing. Not bothered, really. Go to the top. Here's what we've got. And this is something that really does interest me, because whenever I do the tracking for these bad influencers, the pro losers, the sinfluencers, whatever, you will see this going up, because it seems to me that indicates that they are cherry picking. They're just giving us videos that show them in a good light and show them winning, which obviously makes gambling more attractive to the suckers out there who sort of like actually enjoy vicarious gambling. It's a concept that I cannot get my head around. It just doesn't work for me. But anyway, that's those are the people out there. Minus 2.4% overall for us, 3,640 bets, near enough. The light green is the real play. Me when I was actually playing against the wizard thing. The dark green is the algorithm playing against exactly the same outcomes, making less money but running into less trouble. And of course, what happens is the algorithm doesn't make mistakes. I do. So every so often I get into seriously deep doo-doo because I've messed up in some way or other. But anyway, here is the current AV, which is, sort of, it started out going down, then went up a little bit, and then started doing what it tends to do, which is just driving you slowly into the ground. And so we're currently at minus 90, having at one point been as high as, come on, show me. Oh, bugger you. No, it just doesn't want to. This happens from time to time. Still doesn't want to. Oh, they plus 18. So all I'm saying to you folks out there is take it or leave it, believe it or not. I'm seriously into numbers, as you will have gathered. I think they're very important. I think you have to understand them and respect them. There are aspects of numbers, of course, or aspects of these games that defy both mathematics and mathematics. I have, I don't know, over the years, how many times I've just left a table because it's a cold shoe, it's a cold table, it's a hot dealer, whatever. And time and again, when I was playing on a regular basis using pattern betting, that's slightly not quite as efficient method back in those days. But I'd walk into, whichever, any casino where I was well known, and I did spend a lot of time in them, so I was well known in most of them, within striking distance of my house. And I'd sort of go up to a dealer and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they'd just sort of like shake their heads, smile and say, "Hey, and how are you?" And all the rest of it. But shake their heads and say, "Don't play with me. I'm so damn hot right now." Well, you can't measure that with mathematics or mathematics. It's just one of those weird things. And this is why I am so keen on the don't bend over rule, DBO, and on gagging, getting up and going. If you hit a shoe or a shoe hits you, that is really hurting you, don't hang around, don't bend over, don't put up with crap. Just get out of there, pick up your chips, remember you're down, which is the amount you're in the hole, and you're out, which is the full value of the next bet required by the strategy, and go somewhere else. Go to a higher rent table where you can continue. And that's that's the up and down of it. Sorry, I'm struggling now because the residue of that stupid... Oh, do shut up. Dear old Alexa, every so often she just takes it on her head into her head to just interrupt. Anyway, I'm just going to have a little sip here. Gurgle. Okay. I think I'm done, so I apologize for the rambling. It's what I do. I'm too old to change, but still a spring chicken. See you next time.